It's only fitting that this 4th of July showdown brings us to Paterson, New Jersey, a city founded by a founding father, Alexander Hamilton. It's a clash between two teams looking to find their way out of the bottom of the USL League One standings. New York Cosmos welcoming Greenville Triumph on this beautiful Saturday evening at historic Hinchliffe Stadium. Hi everybody, John Gross with you on this Saturday night. Happy 4th of July, happy 250th birthday, America, as we look back at the first ever meeting between these two clubs back on March 25th. It was 1-1 through 25 minutes, but in the second half, an unfortunate own goal came right here off of center back Jordan Chavez, made it 2-1. And then as the Cosmos tried to battle back, this wonder strike, what a finish by Rodrigo Robles. Made it 3-1, put it away. Cosmos would score late, but it was too little too late as the Triumph came away with a 3-2 win at home. Well, wins have been hard to come by for these two sides. You look at the last 5 league matches for both teams. Cosmos 0-5-0 in the last 5, but you can extend it back 6 straight losses, winless in the last 7 matches overall. Meanwhile, Greenville a bit better as of late, 1-3-1 in the last 5 matches. But again, both teams that are trying to fight their way out of the bottom portion of the USL League One standings. And it's like a blank slate right now, back half of the season getting kicked off today after the mid-season break. If the Cosmos are going to come away with a win today, chances are Ajmir Spengler will contribute to that result in one fashion or another. 10 goal contributions this season, good for 3rd best in the league. He has 6 goals, he has 4 assists. He scored against Greenville earlier this season, and he will look to be a key piece once again for the Cosmos tonight against Greenville. And speaking of the Triumph, it's a Greenville squad that is without its leading goal contributor tonight, no Azad Liati. So who are they looking towards? Rodrigo Robles. He's tied with Liati with 3 goals. That is tied with the team lead on the season. Dave Dixon said Robles will be a key player today, the 3rd-year Triumph player. Certainly a lot on his shoulders as his team looks to pick up 3 points in New Jersey. Should be a fun one tonight on the 4th of July in a historic venue in a historic city. We'll have the lineups and kickoff when we get back. New York Cosmos, Greenville Triumph, next.
This summer, make memories together. Cheer for every goal, celebrate every save, and experience the excitement of Cosmos Country at historic Hinchliffe Stadium in Paterson, New Jersey. Join us Wednesday, July 8th at 7 p.m. as the Cosmos face FC Naples at Hinchliffe Stadium. Tickets start at just $17. Professional soccer at a family-friendly price. Community, club, Cosmos.
I'm Bree and I am Ayan.
नाम कलीम जान है और मैं आयन हूँ.
Yo soy Ayan Bank.
I'm Tajinder Kaur. ਅਸੀਂ ਆਇਨ ਬੈਂਕ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ.
I'm Taiwan and I am Ayan.
اسمي أدمى وأنا آيان.
Ja jestem Ayan Bank.
Eu sou Ayan Bank.
Ja jestem Ayan Bank. I am Ayan.
I'm Bree and I am Ayan.
नाम कलीम जान है और मैं आयन हूँ.
Yo soy Ayan Bank.
I'm Tajinder Kaur. ਅਸੀਂ ਆਇਨ ਬੈਂਕ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ.
I'm Taiwan and I am Ayan.
اسمي أدمى وأنا آيان.
Ja jestem Ayan Bank.
Eu sou Ayan Bank.
Ja jestem Ayan Bank. I am Ayan.
Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Ion Bank. First to look at the home side led by Davide Corti, making 3 changes from their last match against Forward Madison back on June 20th. Most notably, Javier Garcia back in goal for them, making his 5th start of the season. The anchor of the back line, Jordan Chavez. In the midfield, we touched on Ajmir Spangler and what he brings to this team, 10 goal contributions on the season. And then up top, 99 career goals for Sebastian Guenzati. Meanwhile, starting 11 for Greenville Triumph, also brought to you by Ion Bank. 2 changes from last match. They're also making a change in goal. Amal Knight heads in net, making his 8th start of the season, replacing Seth Torman. Noah Zadaliati, though, so the 2 guys that are looking towards the top of the formation, Rodrigo Robles and Brigham Larson. Triumph in the white kits, Cosmos in the greens. The second meeting between these 2 squads. First one was a 3-2 win down in South Carolina, won by Greenville. And we are underway on this 4th of July evening in Paterson, New Jersey. Happy to have you with us. John Gross with you as we get going in this clash between 2 teams at the bottom of the USL League One standings. Cosmos dead last, sitting on 7 points. Triumph second to last, sitting on 10 points. But it is now the back half of the season. These 2 squads coming off of prolonged breaks, at least from league play. The Cosmos did welcome a Liga MX side on Sunday. They hosted Santos Laguna, lost that one 2-1. Before that, their last appearance was on June 20th, taking on Forward Madison. Lost 3-1 after falling behind 2-0 through just 20 minutes. It's lifted away by Chavez. Spangler brings it down. Zalanka. Angles went across. Jauna brings it in. Lamine Jauna into the area. Jauna sidesteps. Jauna bends it off the crossbar. Encouraging early moments for the Cosmos. Lovely switch of the ball by Zalanka. Jauna, beautiful first touch. He's so dangerous cutting inside as he pings it off the bar. But if you're the Cosmos, that is what you want to see early on. It's one of the areas they have not necessarily struggled in this season. They've been able to score. They have some dangerous pieces up front. The issue has been defending, as Patrick Segrist carries on, rolls it ahead, and Javier Garcia is there. New York trying to end a 6-match losing streak, winless in the last 7 overall. Haven't won since the April 3rd win against Charlotte Independence. Haven't claimed a point since the April 19th match against Forward Madison. But you do look at the 2 wins for this Cosmos team. They both came against squads above the playoff line, Fort Wayne and Charlotte. So there have been glimmers of success for this team. Meanwhile, Greenville last played on June 24th, Brinks Tires USL Cup action. 1-0 loss in that match. Their last league fixture was on June 20th, falling 2-1 against AV Alta. Here's Brendan Fricke, second most appearances in USL League One history. This is 183 for him as he plays it long, and it heads down to the Cosmos. For reference, the all-time USL League One appearance leader is his teammate on the back line, Evan Lee, just 1 appearance ahead of Brendan Fricke. Here's Connor Evans. Herrera finds Patrick Segrist. Segrist links up with Rodrigo Robles. A lot on his shoulders today with the Zadliati unavailable. Segrist snaps it across, just over the head of Brigham Larson. Fritz plays it back out. Here is Lee. Boyce drives it in, knocked away by Garcia, who's down. Garcia and Larson both down and in pain. Let's see what happened. Larson went for it. Garcia got caught up on Larson's leg. There's Davide Corti, the first head coach in the third iteration of the Cosmos. Long history of playing and coaching in his native Italy, including the AC Milan women's team. But he does have ties to the Garden State of New Jersey. He coached multiple youth teams in Jersey before heading back to Italy and now returning to New Jersey. Good to see both Garcia and Larson back on their feet. Javier Garcia, one of 4 goalkeepers who's played this season for the Cosmos. It's been a bit of a revolving door. And, well, they have struggled defensively, so they're looking for a solution at the back. They've allowed 2.5 goals per match, which is 0.6 goals per game more than the second worst team in terms of goals against average. That is Greenville Triumph with the second highest goals against average. But 4 different keepers have played this season for New York. They've combined for a league worst save percentage of 52%. So you look at what Garcia's done in the past, last year with Texoma, had some good numbers. So they're hoping that he can rekindle that as this season progresses. Seedul finds Jaunep. The pacey winger back towards Seedul, his feet cut away. Segrist ball makes its way through. Mendonca recovers. Here's Noker, drives it in. Zalanka. Mendonca now. Pings one across. Noker battles along the corner flag and he gives it away. Throw in for Greenville. They've been sturdy in this part of matches. They have not conceded. They've only conceded once in the first 15 minutes of matches this season. It's been the rest of the match where they've struggled defensively. It's nearly given away. And it will be a goal kick for Knight. Down Cosmos, one of the Triumph player. It is Brigham Larson. Larson on loan from USL Championship side Pittsburgh Riverhounds. The imposing number 9 for this team. Out of Norway, making his 3rd start across all competitions since joining the squad in mid-June. He knows the Greenville area well. He played his college soccer at Winthrop University in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and at UNC Charlotte. And Larson's day will come to an end early on. It is a truncated outing for Brigham Larson as he is replaced by William Accio, and you hate to see that. Young player Larson, who had a lot on his shoulders today, him alongside Rodrigo Robles, those two guys really expected to fill the void of Azad Liati. And Larson makes his way off, so an early departure with an injury. We sent him our best. And he's replaced by William Accio, making his 7th appearance of the season, 4th time coming on as a substitute. Accio, a different type of forward than Larson. Larson a bit more of a physical guy. Accio, good pace to get in behind. So that does add a different element for this Triumph squad up front. Herrera wins a throw. Greenville coming on the road, and they've struggled outside of Greenville this season. Winless on the road, just 0-4-1. They're looking to snap that road struggle tonight. All night in no rush, the Jamaican international goalkeeper. 14 caps for the Reggae Boys, most recently with the squad in a January friendly against Grenada. As he sails it over the head of his intended target, Segrist. Jownett. Certainly some contact, and free kick on the way as Noker goes down. Robles the culprit. So a set piece opportunity for the Cosmos. Darren Seedul stands over it. First year playing in the United States for him, a product of the prestigious Ajax Academy in his native Netherlands. Seedul leaves it short. Spengler brings it down. Spengler lifts it in. Pops centrally, no trouble for Knight, who quickly launches long. Robles racing to get there. And Donka heads it away. And does well to keep it in play. Free kick awarded to the Cosmos. Watch the USL on ESPN2 July 11th for a Prince Tires USL Cup Interleague matchup. Championship club San Antonio FC aims to clinch Group 3 with the win over League 1 opponent Chattanooga Red Wolves SC. Determined to spoil the party Saturday, July 11th at 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2 as it's rolled across. Oh, Spengler denied in the doorstep. Brilliant save by him all night. Best chance we've seen so far for either squad. It is rare to see Ajmir Spengler turned away in a spot like this. But Knight did well to make himself big. Shades of the save that Vozinha had against Messi in yesterday's World Cup match between Cape Verde and Argentina. Corner kick, headed away. And Donka sends it back in. Solanka let it rip. If you're the Cosmos, you found yourself in some dangerous areas so far. You have to be somewhat encouraged by this start. All Knight waves his teammates forward. From the instructions of the acting head coach today, Joel Tyson. Leading the way for Greenville, Dave Dixon received a red card in the last league match against AV Alta. So it is Tyson leading the way for Greenville. His first year with the Triumph after spending a year at NC State. As an assistant, he does have head coaching experience, leading Wofford College from 2018 to 2024. Had a great chat with Dave Dixon earlier this week. He said the mid-season break, really good chance for his guys just to get healthy in their minds and body. Felt this team has been inconsistent in the first half of the season. The numbers certainly reflect that. As Jounet leaves it central, it's played back to Noker, turns away by Knight. Ball still loose, and now Knight's on it. Couple of big saves by him all night in the first 15 minutes. Cosmos continuing to ask questions of this Triumph back line. Herrera. Evans. It trickles through for Robles. Robles has space. Robles still with it. Robles instead works it wide. It's played back for Evans. Evans' ball pinged out of there as Spangler goes down, and this will be a booking. First card of the match, and it is Chapa Herrera shown yellow. The Triumph veteran Herrera just sweeping that leg. Just to look back, this last opportunity for the Cosmos came so neatly to Noker, who hit it directly at Knight. You're looking at 3 really good opportunities for the Cosmos in this early portion of the match. Noker, Jounet, Spengler, all prime opportunities. And Knight, no trouble on a hopping feed. Sweltering night in Paterson, New Jersey. Temperatures right around 90 degrees. This part of the country experiencing a heat dome, which should trickle off in the next 12 to 24 hours or so. Not to say it'll be cold by any stretch of the imagination, but it'll be tolerable to go outside. Lofted ball towards Jounet. First ball won by Anthony Patty, second ball to Noker. Nestor Cabrera. Here's Noker. Jounet. Jounet is somebody who this Cosmos squad brought on in May. We've seen them make some in-season acquisitions as they try to work through these struggles in year one as a member of USL League One. See the skyline of downtown Paterson in the background. This city with a lot of history, and it is fitting that this match on the 4th of July is being played in Paterson, a city founded by a founding father, and Alexander Hamilton. The Great Falls, really the centerpiece of this city. Located right near Hinchliffe Stadium, in fact, as Jounet surges on. Lamine Jounet with Herrera chasing him. It's still Jounet. Jounet pops it central. And it's directed out. Corner kick on the way, but Lamine Jown is showing how threatening he can be on multiple occasions in the first 20 minutes. Trying to drive it over to Guenzati, who is sitting on 99 career goals in his professional tenure. Aaron Sedoul has it teed from the corner flag. 20 minutes through in Patterson. Lofted ball into the area. Comes out to Spangler. Drives it back into the mix. Sedoul, time and space. Now the window closes as he works the byline, and he again wins a corner. Sedoul again from the corner flag. As Mendonca short. Played into the area. Sedoul heads it across. Saved near the goal line. And here comes Greenville as it's played long. Cabrera, the last line of defense, does just enough as a whistle comes in. Let's take one more look at it. Sedoul able to head it across. Salanka nearly got his headed on it as well, and if he headed that likely a goal. But Nestor Cabrera deserves a lot of credit for the job he just did. Nearing the midway point of this first 45 here in Patterson. And as we were discussing before, a lot of history with this city. Founded by Alexander Hamilton, he wanted to harness the power of the Great Falls located right near historic Hinchliffe Stadium. That's the main reason why he chose Patterson, and he hoped to create an industrial powerhouse. And he was able to do just that, as it's played long. Brought down by Zalanka, who pings it across. Spangler stays on it. Spangler looking for space. Spangler's cross blocked, and again a corner. And we will have our first hydration break. Midway through this first 45. 0-0 the score as Mohamed Hassan sends these two teams back to their respective benches. Through this first quarter of the match, you can say, it's one that has certainly been skewed towards the home side as they try to snap this 6-match losing streak and 7-match winless streak. Their XG is right around half a goal. Turn to CBS on Saturday, July 18th for a USL Championship Eastern Conference Showdown. Last season's champion, Pittsburgh Riverhounds SC, goes head-to-head with the 2025 Player Shield winner, Louisville City FC, in a must-watch match of the summer. Two elite clubs, one massive stage. Don't miss a minute of the action on CBS at noon Eastern on July 18th. Davide Corti instructing his squad. Somebody who said he has just really a sense of pride leading a club with such a storied history. He likened what the Cosmos represent in the US to what AC Milan represents in his native Italy. He has deep ties with AC Milan, having been involved with their academy as a player and then later managing their women's team. This is the third iteration of American soccer's most iconic brand. You cannot tell the story of soccer in this great nation without mentioning the Cosmos. That original team played from 1971 to 1985. Featured stars like Pele, Giorgio Chinaglia, Franz Beckenbauer. The second iteration was 2013 to 2020, and this is year one of the third iteration. Sebastian Guenzati, you see him in the center of your screen, 13 in green. He actually played on that second iteration of the Cosmos. He was the first signing of this iteration of the Cosmos as well. And he enters today with 99 professional goals. Out of the hydration break, another corner kick. Darren Seedul will send this in. Seedul swings it across, and Knight high points it. Segrist plays it along. Akio just barely grazed him for his first touch of the evening. Comes to Guenzati. Segrist into space. Centering feed, finds the foot of Boyce, back for Segrist. Good step to break things up as Jounet surges on. Lamine Jounet with Guenzati alongside him. Jounet surges free, it's still Jounet. His strike is blocked and Knight gets there. But that's what Lamine Jounet brings to this team. A dynamic piece on this right wing. Has the speed and skill to work past defenders. Evans. Here's Evan Lee, the League One all-time appearance leader. This is appearance 184 for Lee. 8th season with Greenville. Greenville, a team with that trio of veteran players. Evan Lee, Brendan Fricke, Tyler Pollock, the latter of whom has been limited this season, just 3 appearances, but the first 2 guys, key contributors once again for this Triumph squad, as Evans curls it ahead towards Kimito Fritz, and he overcooked it a bit. Chavez just able to keep it in play. Noker battles, and a free kick awarded. And Mohamed Hassan going over to Noker, making sure he's all right. William Noker signed a full-year contract back in April after initially joining the club at a 25-day contract. And it's a Cosmos organization that is trying to sort out the right recipe for success in this league. One of 5 expansion clubs here in 2026 in USL League One, and it's difficult to win as an expansion team. Last season we saw FC Naples with the best ever season for an expansion club. They finished 4th. So a good season, but still not a championship season. So it takes time for these nascent clubs to find success in this league. Excited to see what's to come in future years from such a historic squad in the Cosmos. Meanwhile, Greenville Triumph, the all-time winningest club in league history. They've reached at least the semifinal in 5 of 7 seasons. And Jounet is down. Holding his left ankle. Jounet aided back to his feet. Here's a look at it. See his left ankle. Just a bit of a collision as 2 players battled for the ball. Jounet, the native of the Gambia, the smallest country in mainland Africa. Spent last season with Texoma. One of 5 players on this Cosmos roster who played with Texoma last season. Texoma now a member of USL 2. So while this is a first-year club, with of course a brand new roster, there is some familiarity between 5 of these players. Errant feed given away as we march past the 30-minute mark. The bottom 2 teams in the league table trying to change their fortunes as we kickstart the back half of the campaign. Both teams, in fact every team, coming off of the mid-season break ending this week. As Holt dials one along, it's brought down by Noker. Noker could not keep it in play. A bit more direct from the Cosmos as Anderson Holt served one up, and Noker could not control it. Fritz. Boyce. Boyce able to win it back. Evans elevates ahead towards Robles. Holt wins the first ball. Boyce back for Herrera. Probing. Herrera. And nobody there. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Possession numbers have been relatively even, slightly skewed towards Greenville, 54%. But Triumph just 1 shot in this first half so far. Meanwhile, Cosmos 5 shots, 2 of them on target. They've tested them all night on multiple occasions, plus the Lamine Jounet ball that pinged off the crossbar. Segrist. Evans elevates towards Robles. Robles keeps it in play. And he does win a throw. And we'll take a break for our second hydro break. Again, temperatures in the low 90s. So a sweltering evening in Paterson, New Jersey at historic Hinchliffe Stadium. A venue that was built back in 1932, but closed in 1996 after years of neglect, though just 3 years ago, 2023, it was reopened, renovated, and it's really an amazing thing because it's a venue with so much history. It's one of just 4 Negro League stadiums that is still standing. The Negro League's New York Black Yankees and the New York Cubans used to play here at historic Hinchliffe Stadium, which again is right next door to the Great Falls. The Great Falls, a National Historical Park, which powered this city for so long and led to Paterson being one of the textile and industrial capitals of the Northeast. Paterson to this day still known as the Silk City for its illustrious history in terms of silk manufacturing back in the day. And it all was started by Alexander Hamilton, one of our founding fathers. Final 10 minutes of this first 45. A scoreless match between two teams trying to right the ship as we make our way through early July. Still a lot of soccer left to play this season. Squinzati got a toe on it. And Cabrera trying to box out to win a goal kick, but really good hustle by Camilo Fritz. Thrown in the way for Greenville. Throw in from Evan Lee. He does have a long toss in his back pocket, but he keeps it short. Lee sneaks it for Boyce. Boyce with 2 on him. Quenzani playing all the way back as he rolls it ahead. Spengler has space, and he's dispossessed. Brilliant challenge by Herrera. Such a quality ball winner, but he has it taken off of him by Spengler, who dances free. Ajmer Spengler leads the charge. It's still Spengler. Ajmer Spengler goes down. No whistle. What a run by Spengler, but Jauna turns into space. Lamine Jauna off the post. Second time that he's nailed the woodwork in this first 38 minutes. My goodness. What a run by Spengler this was. Then Jauna scooping up the loose change. Great flick into space, and oh so close to a breakthrough moment. Cosmos continue to be the more dangerous team in this match. 6 shots now. 2 on target, just 1 shot for Greenville. It was not on frame. Skied ahead for Jounet. Knight gave chase, but instead lets it head out for a goal kick. Ion Bank. Trusted, local, and always on your team. Whatever your personal or business banking goals, we are here to help you reach them. Discover the power of community banking and see what Ion Bank can do for you. IonBank.com. Akio touches into space. Akio on the move. Holtz riding him. Akio. His cross unscathed across the box. Segrist cycles it for Evans. Evans whips it in, back post. Goal kick on the way. Check that. Did take a Cosmos deflection, so a corner kick. As we enter the final 5 minutes of this first 45. Patrick Segrist will drive this in. Somebody who's familiar with New Jersey. He was the 10th pick in the 2020 MLS draft by the New York Red Bulls. Segrist lays it in, headed away, right back where it came from. Segrist again, not the best of balls. Spengler heads away. Cosmos can counter. This is where they can be dangerous. And Danka, Jonet, lost his footing, no whistle. Evans. Fritz. Patty. Patty's ball off of Guenzati. And we have a lightning delay, folks. Lightning in the area. So we will, well, you take a look at the sky. Ominous clouds looming overhead in Paterson, New Jersey. As we inch towards the finish line of this first 45, a lightning delay between the Cosmos and Triumph. And we will step aside. Weather delay here in Paterson. And we are back in Paterson, New Jersey after a weather delay of about an hour and 40 or so. We also apologize for some of the technical difficulties, but the score remains 0-0. We are in first half stoppage time. New York Cosmos, Greenville triumph on our nation's 250th birthday. Hi everybody, John Gross with you. 0-0 the score between these two sides. Bottom two teams in USL League One trying to kickstart the back half of the season with a win. Had about an hour 40 or so weather delay, lightning storms in the area here in northern New Jersey. Inching towards halftime, here's Rodrigo Robles. Greenville in the whites, Cosmos in the greens as it's played into the area. Headed away only as deep as Evans, who lets it fly, and Garcia turns it away. Robles has it caromed off, and a corner kick coming. A well-hit ball by Connor Evans. And it is a corner kick in the final moments of this first half for Greenville. First shot on goal for the visitors. And it's a corner kick as Devin Boyce will send this in. Ball in from Boyce, headed down and in. In the final seconds of the first half, a breakthrough for Greenville. Brandon Fricke, his third of the season. After an hour 40 or so weather delay. What a start. It's Fricke, who has now scored in back-to-back matches. A stalwart in USL League One. Second most appearances in league history. And he breaks through for his third goal of this season. He's now scored in back-to-back matches. And there is the whistle. A major boost for Greenville triumph heading into the dressing room. And for Cosmos, just a back-breaking lapse on that set-piece defense, a team that has struggled mightily defensively throughout this season. They were seconds away from escaping the first half without conceding a goal, but they do give up one as Devin Boyce links up with Brandon Fricke from the corner flag to give Greenville a 1-0 lead. Halftime at Paterson, New Jersey. The skies were clear early, but then the ominous clouds loomed overhead. Lightning storms, heavy winds delaying things, but now it's halftime, and Greenville Triumph holds a 1-0 lead at the break. We'll be back in a moment. Triumph 1, Cosmos 0 in Paterson.
This summer, make memories together. Cheer for every goal, celebrate every save, and experience the excitement of Cosmos Country at historic Hinchliff Stadium in Paterson, New Jersey. Join us Wednesday, July 8th at 7 p.m. as the Cosmos face FC Naples at Hinchliff Stadium. Tickets start at just $17. Professional soccer at a family-friendly price. Community, club, Cosmos.
One half in the books, a last-second goal in 45+7 off of a corner kick from Brandon Fricke, courtesy of a Devin Boyce assist. Puts Greenville Triumph in front 1-0 at the break in Paterson, New Jersey. Busy time of the year in USL League One. Let's send it over to Dan Lucas with our USL League One halftime update.
It is halftime in League One. Time to get you caught up on the headlines this week. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio. Charlotte Independence set up an amazing group stage finale in the Prince Tires USL Cup with its 1-0 win over Greenville Triumph. Charlotte is tied with Charleston Battery atop the Group 6 standings with a head-to-head matchup against the Battery in round 4. 3 more League One clubs with a shot to advance to the quarterfinals are Spokane Velocity, AC Boise, and Union Omaha. AV Alta drew 0-0 with Corpus Christi last week, extending its unbeaten run in League One to 9 matches heading into this week. During that stretch, AV Alta has allowed just 4 goals with 5 shutouts. Now, in that game against AV Alta, Corpus Christi head coach Ayman Zayed worked his 101st League One match. Zayed has won 44% of those matches, giving him the best winning percentage of all coaches to reach 100 matches in League One. Upcoming national spotlight games in League One in the championship. Saturday the 11th, USL Cup finale between San Antonio and Chattanooga on ESPN2. Then a pair of matches on CBS Sports Network, Sporting Jackson Pittsburgh on the 15th, followed by AC Boise and Portland on the 17th. Then the big one on CBS Saturday the 18th. Pittsburgh hosting Louisville City. This is the USL halftime update. Let's get you back out to your match.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
¡Espectacular! ¡Hay mucha fiesta, señor Martino! ¡Hay sed de revancha, doctor! ¡Pero falta gol! ¡Estamos a esperar a Hugo! ¿Hugo Sánchez?
Sí, tira para adelante.
¿Quién maneja? ¿Un futbolista? ¡Súbete, ¡llegamos por fin! ¡Ay, bendito sea el chofer, doctor! Hugo, ¿me ves a las canchas? ¿Algún consejo?
Sí, confía y cree en ti.
¡Ey! ¡Pasa al norte! A donde me dé la oportunidad, pero listo para dar el paso. ¡Listo, vamos!
This is your moment.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
I'm Bree, and I am Ion.
नाम कलीम चान है और मैं आयन हूँ.
Yo soy Ion Bank.
I'm Tajinder Kaur, ਅਸੀਂ Ion Bank ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ.
I'm Taiwan, and I am Ion.
اسمي أدمى وأنا آيان.
Ja jestem Ion Bank.
Eu sou Ion Bank.
Ja jestem Ion Bank. I am Ion.
One 0 to score at halftime, just about set for half number 2. We'll bring it to you live in a moment. 1-0, Greenville Triumph lead New York Cosmos.
I'm Bree, and I am Ion.
नाम कलीम चान है और मैं आयन हूँ.
Yo soy Ion Bank.
I'm Tajinder Kaur, ਅਸੀਂ Ion Bank ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ.
I'm Taiwan, and I am Ion.
اسمي أدمى وأنا آيان.
Ja jestem Ion Bank.
Io so Ion Bank.
Ja jestem Ion Bank. I am Ion.
I'm Bray and I am Ion.
नाम कलीम जान है और मैं आयन हूँ
Yo soy Ion Bank.
हम ਤਜਿੰਦਰ ਕੌਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਇਨ ਬੈਂਕ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ
I'm Taiwan, and I am Ion.
اسمي أدمى وأنا آيان.
Ja jestem Ion Bank.
Io so Ion Bank.
Ja jestem Ion Bank. I am Ion.
All right, we are ready for action. 1 half down, 45 minutes to determine the final result here in Patterson on our nation's 250th birthday. A match that has seen weather delays, and now an abbreviated halftime is back underway. Bottom two teams in the league trying to snap out of the first half season rut as they kickstart the back half of the 2026 campaign. John Gross with you on this Saturday evening at historic Hinchliffe Stadium. Right before the halftime break, Greenville Triumph broke through a corner kick sent in by Devin Boyce, was headed home by Brandon Fricke. His third goal of this season. He has scored in back-to-back matches. And it gives Triumph the lead, the dying moments of the first half. Triumph in the whites, Cosmos in the greens. A low ball in towards Akio, could not field it cleanly and lifted away clear. Gonzati giving chase to it. Triumph at 3-7-1 of this season, back-to-back league losses for them. Cosmos at 2-9-1, 6 straight losses and winless in 7 in a row. You can hear the fireworks erupting in the background. It's rolled over for Boyce. It's a lovely ball out wide. Segrist collects. Evans. And a goal kick on the way. Second meeting of the season between these squads. First one was down in South Carolina, a 3-2 win for Greenville. Triumph looking to pull off their first series sweep of the season. Both of these sides have shown flashes at times this year. Cosmos took down a couple of teams above the playoff line in Fort Wayne and Charlotte Independence for their 2 wins. Greenville 3 wins, Cosmos, Westchester, and Forward Madison as Akio hits it, saved by Garcia. And that must be quite the firework display going on in the distance. As the explosions continue, Triumph looking for fireworks of their own as it's saved by Garcia. Javier Garcia, who did not have to make any saves prior to that hour 40 weather delay, now being tested. And there are the fireworks, saw momentarily, and down Triumph player. Well, it is always tough with this repeated stop and go that we've seen today. We played the first 41 minutes, and then in an hour 40 stoppage, came back to action. After that, played 11 minutes, including stoppage time, and then about a 10-minute halftime, and now we restart action. So it is a bit taxing in the bodies to have that stop and go repeatedly like we've seen today. In case you missed the tail end of the first 45 minutes, let's go back. 45 plus 7. A ball in from Devin Boyce. That Brandon Fricke heads on home, and Triumph break through in the final moments of the first half. Third goal of the season for Fricke, second assist of the season for Boyce. A jubilant moment for the visitors, but a back-breaking moment for the home side as Siegrist is back on his feet. Siegrist seems to be making his way off. Triumph having to navigate this match without their head coach. Dave Dixon was red carded last match against AV Alta, so Joel Tyson is the acting manager today. First season with the club after a year as an assistant coach at NC State University, which followed a stint as the head coach at Wofford College down in Spartanburg, South Carolina. 2018 to 2025. And we're being treated to quite the fireworks show here in Paterson, New Jersey. A city founded by one of our nation's founding fathers, Alexander Hamilton. An appropriate site for a 4th of July fixture, one of 3 on this 4th of July evening in USL League One. Other 2 matches, Corpus Christi, they've really turned things around as of late. They currently lead Chattanooga Red Wolves 2-1 at the 87th minute. Meanwhile, Fort Wayne all over Spokane Velocity, 86th minute, and a 3-0 lead for the first-year side, Fort Wayne. And a couple of changes on the way for Greenville. Lucas Meek and Ivan Ajakwa enter for the visitors. Meek on for Evans. You see Ajakwa, he heads on for Siegrist. Meek 1 assist this season, but he is a proven goal scorer in his past campaigns. Meanwhile, Ajakwa just a second-year pro after a standout college career at Furman University in Greenville, South Carolina. As it's nicked ahead, Jounet brings it in as he races. Oh, it gets away from him all night. Jounet hustles to get there, but Knight got there first. Nearly a catastrophic moment for Amal Knight. That's what happens when the keeper's under duress. Good hustle by Jounet just to make Knight uncomfortable. Thrown to the way for the Cosmos. Let's give it right back to Greenville as acting manager Joel Tyson gets into the action. You see him in the black shirt and pants, bottom of your screen. Herrera switches wide. That ball towards Meek is broken up. Noker able to jar it loose. Jounet couldn't stay with it. Robles leaves it central for Herrera. Greenville squad that is down its top attacking threat in Azad Liadi, out with an injury today. We still lead it 1-0. Here's Meek. Lays it off, 1-2, back for Lucas Meek. Lucas Meek unleashes off the post. Third time today that we've seen a shot hit the post. First time for Greenville as it's launched away. Here's Meek. Turn from Robles. Akio now. Akio upended, we play on. Akio gives it away. Akio applying pressure, nearly got there. And the whistle comes in. And he is booked. William Akio shown yellow. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all of your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Cosmos side that controlled the first 41 minutes and 6 seconds of this match. That's when the weather delay began. Since then, though, it's been Greenville in the driver's seat, of course, scoring that goal, but also creating some more chances. Jounet now could not keep it in play. And those stoppages so frequently serve as momentum shifters. This was, again, a Cosmos team that was playing some really good soccer for the first chunk of this match. They had a handful of quality opportunities. They still lead in terms of XG by 0.36. But it was Brandon Fricke in the 45th +7 who broke through. Spangler. Zalanka. Zalanka lost it, but a throw here for the Cosmos. Throwing from Cabrera. Mendonca. Swirling ball. Headed away. Here comes Robles. A lovely turn by Robles, who dashes into space. Numbers here for Greenville. Herrera has space. Herrera hits it. And a great block by Cabrera. Counter press wins it back. Meek races ahead. Lucas Meek leaves it off. Akio! Akio! First goal of the season, and the flip to boot. William Akio makes it 2-0 Greenville triumph. What a moment for William Akio. It was Meek who started the run. Akio gathers and finishes. And William Akio with his first goal of the season. And what a celebration this was. Woo! Get that on the highlight reel. He is juiced up. First goal of the season for the social media standout. He's actually a vlogger with over 40,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I'm sure that that goal and the flip will make its way to his page, deservedly so. But an incredible story. He was born in a Kenyan refugee camp to South Sudanese parents who fled the Civil War. Then they moved to Calgary, Canada. He began his pro soccer career having played in Australia, Canada, and Scotland, now in the US, and he now has his first goal with Greenville. Triumph sitting pretty on the road. They are about 32 minutes plus stoppage time away from claiming a first league road win of this season. 0-4-1 outside of Greenville, South Carolina. Cosmos searching for an answer as it's tapped ahead. Good news for Greenville, given their better home record, 3-3-0. They now are playing in a beautiful brand new venue. Last month opened up the GE Vernova Park. A ton of excitement for this club to finally have a permanent home for a club that has had such a tremendous track record of success in USL League One. Here's Chavez. Noker. Jonah. Jonah dashes towards the byline, sprays one across, it skips through. And it's redirected out by Kamito Fritz. A goal-saving moment by Fritz. This one was headed right towards Cabrera, but Fritz had him marked well. And a quartet of changes on the way for Davide Cordy's side as the corner kick is sent in and redirects out. Another corner on the way, opposite corner flag. Ajmir Spangler will blast this in. He's been one of the best players in the league. 10 goal contributions, good for third in USL League One. Can he spark something from the corner flag? Spangler's ball whipped in, headed away by Lee, and a third straight corner kick in the way for New York Cosmos. It's played short for Cabrera. Angles one in, headed away. Here comes Greenville looking to counter. As it's played ahead, Devin Boyce races to get there, but Lamine Jounet speeds to it first. Two-0 lead for Greenville. Most recently, the William Akio 57th minute goal. The South Sudanese national team member, his first goal with Greenville. See him spearheading this press for the visitors. Here's Anderson Holt, who has played every minute of USL League One play this season as it's launched ahead. Sri Lanka the intended target, but a whistle comes in. And Davide Cordy's quartet of alterations ready to enter. Davide Galazzini will replace Nick Salanka. Tino Puentes will head on. Justin Milovanov and Davy Mason. Milovanov on for Sidul. Puentes replaces Mendonca.
Almost an hour and a half now. There's a lot of fireworks. How long was it at high school. Yes. Like, yeah. Like, this is a while for
Milovanov, first-year pro out of Marquette. Does have a goal this season. Puentes, who just entered, a New Jersey native who has an assist on the year. Davey Mason has been a starter for 5 of his 6 appearances, but he comes on as a substitute in this match. And lastly, Davide Galazzini. A pair of goals this season for the Italian. Here's Ajakwa. Boyce chips it ahead, a beautiful ball. Akio brings it down. Akio saved initially. Akio stabs it in. A brace for William Akio. And it's 3-0 Greenville triumph. Fireworks down the street, fireworks in the stadium, and William Akio jubilant in Patterson. What a ball this was, my goodness. Devin Boyce with an Akio to stay with it and calmly put it home. Really good first touch by him too. Garcia came off his line, but Akio, who entered today not having scored in a League One match all season, has 2 in this match. And he has provided something special for Greenville up front. And wow, as this match completely swung away from the home side, and now it's Triumph looking for more. Robles dashes on. Robles leaves it off. Herrera in trouble, and he's dispossessed. Over the last 15 or so minutes, about 44% of the action has been in the Cosmos' defensive third. You counter that to what we saw before that weather delay. Cosmos were controlling things. It was 0-0, but they were the ones imposing themselves. They were the ones creating chances. They were the ones coming close to scoring. Greenville had just 1 shot prior to that hour 40-ish weather delay. Then we came back for the final minutes of the first half. Greenville scored off a corner kick in literally the final play of the first half. And this second half has been all William Akio and his Greenville Triumph side. And for a Triumph team that is down, Azad Liati, who leads the team with 3 goals and 2 assists, we did wonder who would step up. Dave Dixon mentioned a couple of names: Rodrigo Robles, Brigham Larson, Lucas Meek, but this one is hit and sailed. But Larson left early in the match with an injury that allowed Akio to slide in. And wow, has he capitalized on his opportunity in this match. William Patterson University is proud to be the official partner of the New York Cosmos. We're a powerhouse in business education and the ¡1 producer of MBAs in New Jersey. Explore our wide range of undergraduate and graduate programs by visiting wpunj.edu. Triumph looking for the whistle to no avail. The other 2 league matches tonight have gone final. Corpus Christi, what a surge it has been for the first-year side. A 2-1 win against Chattanooga, and they're really finding themselves as this season progresses. Meanwhile, Fort Wayne down Spokane Velocity 3-0. And here in Patterson, New Jersey, a 3-0 lead for Greenville Triumph. Nice penetrating ball, though it's given away by Spengler. Mason quickly tosses in. Flicked on for Ajmer Spengler, centering feed. Gwenzati leaves it back as it's rolled wide by Justin Milovanov. That was better from the Cosmos. Cosmos getting ready to make another change. Patrick Bowie will head on. He replaces William Noker. Bowie, the first-year USL League One player who spent the last 2 years playing in the Portuguese lower divisions. Former US Youth International who's from Cote d'Ivoire but did move to the US at a young age. Eighth appearance of the season for Bowie and his 6th as a substitute. Jacqua wins it. Herrera. Fritz. Here's Akio. A brace in this second half for Akio as it's swept on frame and nearly misplayed by Garcia. Galazzini leads the charge. Spengler looking for Jaune, who brings it in. Lamine Jaune. Jaune turns the corner. Jaune tried to swipe it on frame, couldn't do so cleanly. Bowie leaves it back out. It's played across the area to no avail. And Jaune comes in with a hard challenge. They play on. Mason drives one in. Headed out of the area. Jacqua dispossessed. Chavez there defensively, the center back pushing very high up the pitch to win that ball. As it's sprayed in. And the redirect not there. Gwenzati gave it his go, but could not bury what would have been his 100th goal of his professional career. There he is. Sebastian Gwenzati, the native of Montevideo, Uruguay, who moved to the US at 12 years old, then back to his birth nation to pursue his playing career. A playing career that has now included stints with 2 different iterations of the famed Cosmos. Only player from that second iteration who is now a member of the 3rd iteration. Mason launches long. Akio wins the aerial duel. Robles gets crunched. Robles is tapped away from him. Akio brings it in. 2 goals already for Akio. As it's stabbed off of him by Holt. It's brought down by Robles. Robles goes down to the area. No whistle. Well defended by the Cosmos as Chavez trudges on. A really good first touch. Spengler is met. And a throw in for the visitors. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Jaune. Fritz wins that battle. Spengler the takeaway. Ajmer Spengler Through traffic, Spangler turns the corner. Spangler goes down. Chapa Herrera all over Ajmer Spangler. Cosmos corner kick. Some pushing and shoving in the area. And Mohammed Hassan ushering over a handful of players to sort things out. Corner kick sent in. A whistle. And it is a foul against the Cosmos. And you see the reaction from Guenzati, who was livid. Let's take another look at it. Let's see. That's off his shoulder. Did it hit him again there? Oh, and then there's also the kick. Well, I think that's what it looks like they took exception to. Guenzati, the victim of that swing of the boot. "75 minutes through, a 3-0 lead for Greenville triumph in Paterson, New Jersey. Historic Hinchliff Stadium, the site of this one. John Gross with you on our nation's 250th birthday. Thrilled to have you along for the ride tonight. Match that was marred by an hour 40 weather delay, but shortly after that, Brandon Fricke headed home a goal. And then in the early moments of the second half, 2 goals by William Accio, his first 2 goals of the season. As Kamito Fritz has it for Greenville, sneaks it across. Trickles all the way over to Davide Galazzini. As the rain continues to beat down at historic Hinchliff Stadium. The venue built back in 1932, one of just 4 Negro League stadiums still standing. Milovanov leaves it off. Prentice pops it in. Here's Lucas Meek. Meek sojourns on. Galazzini cuts off his angle. Jounet is knocked out of possession by Herrera. Robles back for Herrera. Interplay between those two. Herrera again the target. Robles down to the turf and a yellow card comes out. Justin Milovanov shown yellow. One more look at it. It was just back and forth between those two. And there's the foul committed by Milovanov. Native of Brooklyn, New York. Not all too far from here in Paterson, New Jersey. So a free kick on the way for Greenville triumph. This is that somewhat awkward tweener spot. It's within striking distance, but not all too enticing of a distance to try to work with. Let's see what Greenville elects to do. Jacqua and Devin Boyce, the two standing over it, and Sebastian Guenzati just was issued a yellow card, still arguing with Mohamed Hassan. Jacques stands to the right of it. Devin Boyce to the left. And Javier Garcia in the line of fire in goal. Waiting for the whistle from Mohamed Hassan. There it is. And that is skied for a goal kick. The USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day in the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. The surge by Robles comes to an end, courtesy of Mason. Jownett, shifty through traffic. Jownett, lovely bit of skill to win that foul. Jownett, a fun player to watch. Was a key piece of last year's Texoma squad. Now in his first season with the Cosmos after joining mid-season. That's played ahead towards Jownett. And no trouble for Amal Knight. Knight, the Jamaican national team goalkeeper, 14 caps for the Reggae Boys. A country that has produced some fine goalkeepers, most notably Andre Blake. Final 10 minutes plus stoppage time. And the fireworks continuing to go off. This is quite the fireworks show in Patterson. Robles finds Boyce. Boyce swings it centrally. It's chested down by Meek. Can't do anything more than that. And a good step to break things up. Patty is down. We play on though. Multiple players down along the far touchline. Jownett works on. Jownett slices inside. Lamine Jownett spun off the ball. Sent out for a throw. Jownett down. Two other players down behind the ball. Actually, 4 players down in total. Good to see Jownett back on his feet. Let's look back at what went down with Anthony Patty and why he's sitting in the turf. And a collision with Davide Galazzini. And Patty asking for a sub. Anthony Patty, from Brazil, raised in Dallas, Texas. Second season Triumph player. He's getting that lower left leg looked at. Patty back on his feet. So Greenville Triumph minutes away from picking up a first road win of the season. And you look, when you're in a situation like these two teams are, bottom two teams in the table, you look for those moments that can turn around a season. And look, you have to start somewhere. And Greenville hoping that this is the jumping off point. A win today, and an emphatic one at that. A couple of changes on the way for Greenville as they dig into the bench a bit. Understandably so with this 3-0 lead. Also Patty getting dinged up. He will come off. Jason Borghi playing today right near his hometown. He's from Paramus, New Jersey, which is about 10 minutes away from here in Patterson. Also entering is Daniel Wu. Ball sent in. Spangler brings it down. His strike could not penetrate through. Milovanov hits it off the half volley. Took a deflection as it slowly inches out. And it will be a corner. Corner kick here for the Cosmos. In the final minutes of this match, in swinging ball, had it away, and then lifted clear. Fans enter the Prince Tires USL Cup Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Scan the QR code on screen and enter today. Some sweet prizes available. Do not miss out on that opportunity. Speaking of Prince Tires USL Cup, that is nearing the conclusion. The whistle comes in. Next Saturday, the 4th round of group play. Then we move on to the knockouts. Here's how we got to this point. The late first half stoppage time goal by Brandon Fricke out of the hour 40 weather delay, and then a pair of goals 7 minutes apart by William Accio, who entered today goalless in the season and will leave today with at least 2 goals. Lifted ball. Some contact, but we play on. Bowie gave chase to it. You look ahead for these two sides. Greenville Triumph will welcome Sarasota Paradise on Wednesday. Meanwhile, the Cosmos will continue with 3-match homestand by hosting Naples on Wednesday, and then surging Corpus Christi on July 18th. Angling feed for Jounet, able to switch fields. Here's Lamine Jounet. Floats it ahead towards Bowie. Second ball brought down. It's Guenzani who lays it off. Rolled on frame, and Knight is the save. It's one of the more threatening moments we've seen, the most threatening moment we've seen from the Cosmos in this second half. And they controlled the first 41 minutes of this match before that weather delay. This was a match that Cosmos looked the better team, and then things changed. And that's been a trend at times for this Cosmos side. You can look back to a handful of matches where they've been the better team for a good chunk of it, but just one lapse, one unfortunate moment, a mishap, whatever it might be, leads to things unraveling. Good turn, Milovanov. Over to Jownit. Jownit dashes towards the byline. Jownit wins a corner. Fritz again all over him. Kamito Fritz deserves a lot of credit for his performance today. Cosmos switched Jownit from his normal right wing to the left wing in the second half. So he doesn't have as much of an ability to cut inside, using his off foot. And Fritz able to defend that well, as he likely figured Jownit would try to work towards the end line. Corner kick from Jownit, headed down, saved by Knight. Ball stays loose and cleared away. On the doorstep, Cosmos just unable to finish. We are into stoppage time. 6 minutes of added time signaled in from our fourth official. As Knight launches long. Amal Knight, moments away from his second clean sheet of the season. Dave Dixon said that Knight has put together a couple of good outings in a row. This is a Greenville side that hasn't fully sorted out its keeper situation. We've seen Knight in now 8 matches as the starter. Seth Torman has started 4 matches and made 5 appearances. But it's Knight who earns the start today, and I think after a performance like this, probably deserves to keep playing. Jacqua back on his feet. Bowie. Flipped out of possession, it's kept in play. Borghi, no, whistle came in. Holt. Meek sends it out for a throw. Cosmos trying to salvage something from this match. Moments away from a 7th straight loss and an 8th straight match without a win. There's Borghi, the Paramus, New Jersey native, playing back in his home area, just about 10-15 minutes or so away from here in Patterson. Davey Mason. Jownit. Dashes wide, Jownit. The blow by, Lamine Jownit is cross-blocked. Another corner kick claimed by the Cosmos. Another corner kick for the Cosmos. This is number 11 for the match. 11-2 in terms of corner kicks, and a lot of them have been won by Lamine Jownit, who deserves a lot of credit for his play today. Yes, he's at that moment earlier where he certainly could have scored a goal in the opening minutes of the match, but he's been the most dangerous player today for the Cosmos as he swings this in, punched away. It's hit from the edge of the area, and Spengler left it high. Ajmir Spengler and his Cosmos team in a frustrating spot. They'll fall to 2-10-1. Guenzati. Over to Bowie. Bowie dispossessed. Another corner kick on the way. This is number 12 for the match for the Cosmos. And it's Galazzini who quickly heads to the flag, and actually he'll leave it for Spengler. Spengler working with pace and purpose in the final minutes of this one. It's a low ball by Spengler, headed back towards him. Boyce rents it ahead. Borghi splits through two. Borghi leaves it off for Ajakwa. Meek now. Triumph looking to put the finishing touches on a dominant win in Patterson. Fritz. Ajakwa again. Played ahead, a beautiful ball for Fritz. Fritz. Shoved down to possession. Ball stuck between his legs. And a whistle comes in. Fritz playing it from the turf. Final minute here. Up next, the Cosmos will welcome Naples before wrapping up that match on Wednesday, by the way. Then they'll wrap up their three-match homestand by hosting Corpus Christi on July 18th. Greenville Triumph head back to beautiful GE Vernova Park, where they will welcome Sarasota Paradise on Wednesday. This is likely the final moment of this match. Ajmir Spengler will send it ahead. Spengler's ball into the area, stays in play, but the flag is raised. Offside the call. Just waiting for the final whistle for Mohamed Hassan. All night, seconds away from his second clean sheet of the league slate. And there it is. A red, white, and blue result for Greenville Triumph on the 4th of July. A dominant win as Joel Tyson, the acting manager, picks up the victory. And Greenville Triumph claim a first road win of the 2026 USL League One campaign. William Accio, a second half brace, leads his team to victory. We'll put a bow on things when we get back. 3-0 the final, Greenville Triumph over New York Cosmos in Patterson. William Accio, a brace for Greenville triumph as they win it 3-0 over New York Cosmos. His first 2 goals of this season entered today without a goal. He exits today with 2, a sensational performance by him as we dive into the match that was. Cosmos in triumph. This was after an hour 40 weather delay. Literally the final play of the first half. Late in stoppage time. Brandon Fricke heads it home. Off the corner kick from Devin Boyce. Made it 1-0, and then things continued to swing towards the visitors. Lucas Meek, a strong run ahead. He leaves it off for William Accio. 1 touch, and he pokes it on home. First goal of the season for him. And the celebration was elite. Woo! I wish I could do that. On to the 64th minute we go. And it's Accio again. What a lovely weighted ball by Devin Boyce. Just so perfectly placed over the top. And Accio, persistent as he puts it in. Makes it 3-0. Another look at this finish. Garcia got his paws on it initially, but Accio able to tap it home. And that was all she wrote for this one. 3-0. The final score here in Patterson. Accio and company jubilant after that win. A look at our full-time statistics. Cosmos led in the shots department and shots on target. Also held the edge in terms of possession. But again, the number that matters, the goals, and it was Greenville Triumph more clinical with their opportunities as they come away with the win. And with that, pick up a first road win of the season and make some noise in the standings as well. A look at our league standings brought to you by Capelli Sport. This is the top half of the standings. Union Omaha sitting clear by just 1 point. Then we'll look to the bottom portion of the standings, which is where you'll find these teams. But with the win, Greenville now jumping Richmond Kickers into 15th place. And again, sometimes you just need that one result to turn the tides in your season. It's now the back half of the campaign, and maybe, just maybe, Dave Dixon's side, who tonight was led by an acting head coach in Joel Tyson, picks up a crucial 3 points, and they'll head back home fresh off of a win. 3-0 the final score as the Cosmos down Greenville Triumph. Greenville Triumph downs the Cosmos, and Triumph will exit winners, all smiles on their face. A city that was the birthplace of one of the great comedians, Lou Costello, Patterson, New Jersey. All smiles for Triumph tonight with the win. Huge thanks to all of you for joining us, for our entire fantastic crew. My name is John Gross, saying so long.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.